They can take for granted that women can do anything that the boys can do.
Notice how he didn't say women and men, he said women and boys? Just throwing that out there.
And do it better.
So the president basically said that women are better than men at everything. So very sexist and so untrue. But what's the reaction? People cheer. And Hillary Clinton is just nodding her head like, yes, women are superior. Imagine the outrage if he said, men can do anything the girls can do, and do it better. The same exact words, just switch the genders around. And do you think that people would be cheering for that? No. That would be sexist, but this is empowering. That's another sickening double standard.
And do it in heels.
And do it in heels? Really? I'd love to see women do these jobs in heels. You mean to tell me that women are better at these jobs than men, even if they wore heels? I'd be hard-pressed to find a woman who could even do these jobs just as well as a man and wearing work boots. But pointing out this fact makes you a sexist. You can bash the male gender all you want, but say anything that doesn't suck up to women, put them on a pedestal, or treat them as superior beings, then you must be a misogynist. Perfectly okay for the President of the United States to publicly announce that all women are superior to every man in every aspect of life. But to say that men are generally better than women at a few aspects of life, you are somehow a misogynist, even if you can back up what you say. So why am I showing you this? This video is called Misandric in Music. So what does Obama's sexist speech have to do with music? Well, I'll tell you. When he talked about women doing better than men and doing it in heels, that reminded me of this song by Alexandra Burke called Broken Heels. All the ladies tell the fellas we can do what they can do. We can do it even better in broken heels. I roll my sleeves up, wrap my hair up, there's no sign on the road, so I never stop. Can you catch me? Yeah, 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 you'll never catch me, AAA. I'm fresh out the box, fast like a fox, boss in my shoes, tick-tock, 12 o'clock, you better watch me, yeah, 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 sit back and watch me, AAA. You go hard, yes you do, but when I go, it's a magic show. Oh, 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 oh. I get it when I want it, and I get it right. Anything you can do, I can do better. Boy, I can do it in broken heels. Anything you can do, we can do better. Boy, I can do it in broken heels. When you step it up, I'm 20 levels up. I took the escalator, elevator to the top. How you like me? Yeah, yeah, yeah. You gotta like me, AAA. Oh, you know we rock. We control the block. Whatever's going down, ladies take the biggest cut. We bring the party. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We bought the party. AAA. So what's the reaction for a song about female superiority? Was there any outrage about how sexist it was? Nope. Let's see. Here are the chart performances. Nick Levine from the entertainment website Digital Spy gave the song 4 stars out of 5 and says that it's a rubber-bottom pop stomper with loads of hey AA and oh hooks. A good-natured girl power message. Good-natured girl power, huh? Why is girl power and female superiority praised and considered to be good-natured, while saying anything good about men is somehow sexist? McAlpine from the BBC gave Broken Heels a 4 out of 5 star rating, saying that this is definitely, decisively, and preposterously aimed at the dance floor. Specifically the people on the dance floor with handbags and the lipstick, the ones that tend to do most of the dancing. It's basically another one of those girls are better than boys, right girls? Diva brag jobs. And effectively puts forward the idea that even if a woman is hobbled by uneven footwear, she can still kick man-ass when it comes to gold medal standard Olympic partying. So it's another song about how girls are better than boys, and it gets 4 stars out of 5. And how many stars would you give a song about boys being better than girls? Burke still has the X factor. A killer dance floor filler with huge beats that infect from the first few seconds. An attitude-heavy pop number. And a good song which will be a club hit. The only real sonic surprise. A spectacularly polished product. Broken Heels is a sassy floor filler that makes you want to get up and dance. And if a song about how boys are better than girls makes you want to get up and dance, that would be terrible. But a song about female superiority, that's just fine. We're supposed to dance to that. Best single of the week. Burke is ace. The track is a catchy, funky R&B pop. Broken heels is a dance jam. Yeah, we're supposed to dance to a song about female superiority. That's the kind of society we live in, folks. And speaking of heels, this next song is called Red High Heels by Kellie Pickler. Baby, I've got plans tonight you don't know nothing about. I've been sitting around way too long trying to figure you out. But you say you'll call and you don't, and I'm spinning my wheels. So I'm going out tonight in my red high heels. I'm gonna call up that old boyfriend you said still has it bad for me. I'm gonna take him into town, flaunt him around for everyone to see. Well, you said once yourself, baby. Yeah, you know the deal. Nobody holds a candle to me in my red high heels. Okay, so she's mad at this guy because he said he'd call her, but he didn't. Because he didn't call her, she's going to hook up with an old boyfriend. What a skank. Ever think maybe he didn't call because something bad may have happened to him and he couldn't call you? Ever worry about him instead of just yourself? Besides, you could use a phone too, can't you? In fact, let me show you something cool. For all the women out there who are tired of waiting for their boyfriends to call, I have the perfect solution for you. This is a phone. Yeah, you know that thing that you pick up whenever your boyfriend calls you? Well, guess what? You can use this thing to make calls, not just receive them. Yeah, how about that? You see, the way it works is you have these numbers. You dial these numbers, and you press talk or send, and voila! You could even put your boyfriend's number on speed dial. That way you only need to dial one number. Now you'll be able to talk with him without having to wait around. If a man can do it, then so can you. And I'm sure you could do it even better in heels, too. Oh, you can watch me walk if you want to. I bet you want me back, now don't you? No, and I don't know why anybody would. I'm about to show you just how missing me feels in my red high heels. All those games you try to play, well, they ain't gonna work on me now. I put a barbed wire fence around my heart, baby, just to keep you out. Well, you thought I'd wait around forever, but baby, get real. I just kicked you to the curb in my red high heels. Now let's take a look at the music video for the song. She starts off by throwing away some perfectly good roses. Ugh, and has to make the duck face. She's about to go run amok in her red high heels. The guys are having some fun playing football, but uh-oh, Kellie comes along in her red high heels and pushes everyone away to clear a path to her boyfriend. She pushes him too and acts all tough about it. I love how she's all, yeah, don't mess with me, I'm so tough. Yeah, it's pretty easy to be tough and talk smack when you know you won't be hit back. So she snatches his football and, oh yeah, like that could really happen. And her girlfriends cheer her on. Classic boys versus girls where the girls win and have a laugh and the boys are shown as the losers. So she's walking away while the man is being a desperate, pathetic loser like, oh baby, please forgive me, give me another chance. I don't think so. Pretty please? Well, I guess not. So she gets in the car with her girlfriends to put some makeup on. That's a good thing to do while driving. And she has to do that duck face again. So they get into a nightclub where Kellie sings the rest of this song. Then the boyfriend comes by. How much do you want to bet that the bouncer doesn't let him in? And what did I tell you? And notice the two girls laughing at him. Ha ha ha, he can't get in the nightclub, ha ha. So the bouncer stops him from entering the nightclub because apparently there are no heartbreakers allowed. Now wait a minute. Look at the boyfriend and look at Kellie. Kellie seems perfectly happy to me. Singing, dancing, and smiling. She's apparently moved on with her life and doesn't need a man. This poor guy, on the other hand, had his football game interrupted earlier, his girlfriend kicked him to the curb, and look how sad he is. He's the one with the broken heart. I mean, wasn't that the whole song? She's moving on, but he's missing her? So if anything, he should have gotten into the nightclub while Kellie was denied. There are plenty of songs out there that portray men as lazy and useless. The men would be nowhere if it weren't for the woman. And the woman doesn't need a man in her life. In fact, single men have a reputation of being slobs. Many people have a tendency to think that single men are just a mess, have stains on their shirts, sit on the couch eating chips while garbage surrounds them. The single man needs a woman in his life to straighten him out, right? But single women aren't like that at all. They were perfectly fine without a man. I want to talk about some songs like that where women claim they don't need a man, which helps push this idea that men need women but women don't need men. For example, in the Sugababes songs Round Round, we have the lyrics, "Round, round, baby, round, round. Spend the night on me. I don't need no man." Double negative. "Got my kicks for free. Realize the vibe gonna be down low. I don't need nobody." Double negative. "Got my honeys." So yeah, they don't need a man when they have each other. Another one from the Sugababes is called Girls. "With or without a man, I feel complete. Stop speculating, I'm a regular girl. All independent women know, we got the guts to run the show. Don't let no boy tell you nothing." Whoa, a triple negative. "You're in control." So it's fine for a woman to be the one in control, but if a man is ever in control of anything, it's oppression. This next song is called Gotta Go, Gotta Leave by Vivian. Now, she doesn't come off as pretentious, conceited, or narcissistic like other singers I've talked about. And I don't consider this song sexist or offensive in itself. But it's still one of many songs about a woman who says she's complete without a man, so it's still worth mentioning. Here are some of the lyrics. "Now I take the blame for trying to stay and work it out. Shoulda left before it got complicated. Shoulda left when there was still some happiness. Yes, I take the blame for having faith in the relationship. I thought it made me complete, but the truth is, I'm complete without it." The music video for this song starts with a man talking on the phone with a buddy of his. He's talking about how he's iced out and is in control of everything, and he's not paying attention to the girl. So she goes on and packs some things in boxes while he's still talking on the phone. He continues to talk to his buddy about how he has everything and that he's the king of the castle. And he's still ignoring her even though she's singing right in his ear. And then the movers come. Geez, they really want to portray this man as being oblivious. How do you not realize that there are movers around you? So he gets up and goes to the fridge and finds there's no food. He turns his head and finds all the furniture is gone too. Even the couch that he was just sitting on from 5 seconds ago. Damn, those movers are quick. So she leaves all free and independent. The woman is going to be just fine, but the man is like, "Aw, shucks, what will I do now?" Again, the man is hopelessly lost without the woman, but the woman can get along just fine without him though. Next up at bat, the Pussycat Dolls with their song, "I Don't Need a Man." This song is a lot like that independent women song. "I see you looking at me like I got something that's for you. And the way that you stare, don't you dare. Because I'm not about to just give it all up to you. Because there are some things I won't do. And I'm not afraid to tell you. I don't ever want to leave you confused." So this verse is portraying men as perverts. "I don't need a man to make it happen. I get off being free. I don't need a man to make me feel good. I get off doing my thing. I don't need a ring around my finger to feel complete. So let me break it down. I can get off when you ain't around. You know I got my own life, and I bought everything that's in it. So if you want to be with me, it ain't all about the bling you bringing. I want a love that's for real, and without that, no deal. And baby, I don't need a hand if it only wants to grab one thing." Okay, so not only does this song say that men are not needed, but they are only interested in one thing. What is this one thing? It's never specified. Now you might be thinking, well, she isn't talking about all men like this. She just doesn't want a man who's interested in just this one thing. Well, here's the thing. They say they don't need a man, plain and simple. That means any man. Plus, there's no man in the music video, but there are plenty of women as if they want absolutely nothing to do with any man. I don't need a man, I don't need a man, I don't need a man. I want to talk about the music video for the song as well as things I've noticed in videos like this. I've noticed that a lot of women in these types of music videos have a tendency to do certain things. So I compiled a list. Here's a top 11 list. Why top 11? Well, like Doug Walker, I like to go one step beyond. Number 1. Bad grammar. Using incorrect contractions such as using the word don't instead of doesn't. And they sure do love the double negatives. Number 2. The pretentious hand wave. Number 3. The finger wag. Ugh, they do that all the time. It's so irritating. Number 4. Hair whipping. Number 5. Hands on the hips. Number 6. Crossed arms. Number 7. Walking or driving away and ignoring the desperate and pathetic man who is trying to apologize. Number 8. put their hands out like they're a little teapot and this is their spout. What are they doing that for? What's the purpose? Number 9. Hitting the man, usually by pushing or slapping. Number 10. Destroying the man's property. They sure like to burn things, don't they? And number 11. The duck face. Why do they have to do all that? All of these things make it seem like the women think that they're better than the men and the men are not worthy of them, as if men are inferior. This next one is called The Boy Does Nothing by Alesha Dixon. The title just says it all, doesn't it? But Alesha says, despite the song's title, this is not a male-bashing kind of record. The lyrical content is just cheeky more than anything. Well, I guess that must be true. A woman said it. Imagine what would happen if a male singer had a song called The Girl Does Nothing, and he tried to claim that it wasn't woman-bashing. I'll tell you right now that a song like that would not be successful as this song was. I'm going to share the lyrics with you. Now, as I read them off, just imagine what would happen if you were to replace the word boy with girl and the word man with woman. I got a man with 2 left feet, and when he dances down to the beat, I really think that he should know that his rhythms go, go, go. Does he wash up? Never wash up. Does he clean up? No, he never cleans up. Does he brush up? He never brushed up. He does nothing. The boy does nothing. So a song like this is cheeky, but switch the genders and it's sexist. The final verse in the lyrics state, and if the man can't dance, he gets no second chance. This is a reference to her refusal to date men if they cannot dance. There was an interview where Dixon explained in further detail about the lyric, saying, I have to be honest, I do like a man who can dance, but it's not a deal breaker. It's nice if they can dance, but if they can't, we'll just have to work on other areas. Right, it's all about what a man has to do to improve himself in order to earn her approval. She's just perfect the way she is though, right? It's only the men who need work. So basically, the lyrics focus on the men in Dixon's past relationships and their, quote, lazy attitudes. The chorus states her frustration with men not completing everyday housekeeping tasks. And I'm frustrated with this whole idea about how men don't do any housework. I mean, does cutting the grass, cleaning the gutters, taking out the trash, and working with dangerous power tools to fix things not count as household tasks? It's like if a man says something like, hey honey, what's for dinner? Or, hey honey, can you sew this up for me? A woman like Alesha would be like, ugh, what nerve. Just because I'm the woman, I shouldn't have to cook, clean, or sew, even if I have the time to do it. But when a woman like Alesha hears a strange noise in the middle of the night and wakes up the man sleeping next to her so that he can risk his life to see what it is, does the man say anything like, why, because I'm the man, I have to be the one to investigate this strange sound? You're the one who heard the noise, you go see what it was. And at the end of the music video, the females are chanting, if the boy can't dance, he don't get a second chance. Again, it should be doesn't, not don't. And in the music video, we see various male dancers trying to impress Dixon with their dancing. Yep, as usual, it's the males who have to be the ones to impress the females, and the females are like the judges whose approval the males seek. Disgusting. Well, I started this video with a song by Alexandra Burke, and I'm going to end it with another one from her. This one is called Dumb. Yeah, not only do we have plenty of songs that portray men as lazy, useless, good-for-nothings, and cheaters, but we have songs that call them dumb. Baby, I'm loving your lips, 'cause you know how to use them. I want to fall in your eyes, but there's nothing behind them. Look too good to eat. I just can't believe we can't talk about nothing. Ugh. You mean you can't talk about anything? Stop with the double negatives. You so fire hot, but that's all you got. You mean that's all you have? You're just all about one thing. So bye-bye, baby. Could have had it, should have had it, would have had it. If you were a little less dumb. You spend more time on looks than the rest of my girlfriends. I keep trying to go deep, but you don't have a deep end. There's just nothing there. You play with your hair, stuck in front of that mirror. I need something more than a Ken doll. I can't make it more clear. So bye-bye, baby. For such a pretty face, boy, you're such a waste. Dum dum dum. Dum 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 dum. Bye bye, baby. Dum 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 dum.
Dum 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 dum.